So we've just come back from Madrid, and man, do we have a story to tell you.
You may or may have not known in our Mandev Weekly recently that I said that I cried on a plane, and I thought, let's elaborate on that. Hit the story time. I guess I should start off with context. I've never been a confident flyer. I've never enjoyed flying.
No one enjoys flying though.
Some people do. I would say turbulence was my biggest factor.
Which also nobody likes.
Yeah. But at turbulence, I would get really, really nervous. So you may have not known, we went to Playlist, which is Orlando, and we flew over. The flight was alright.
The flight was
bit
fine.
Of turbulence.
It was fine.
Rising up, I had to focus, but it was fine.
Yeah.
On the way back, however, it was very turbulency.
There was a lot of turbulence, and I'll give you that. Especially when all the luggage in the overhead bit fell down, and I had to stand up and try and keep it up, and it wasn't working, and Amelia was crying.
You knew how scared I was because I actually let Grace hold her hand, and at one point I was like on her
I was actually hugging her. We don't hug, so I knew.
We don't do that.
As soon as I was hugging her, you knew that it was a scary situation.
I thought I was gonna die. I think that hit a chord for me.
Yeah, because before that, flying was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't
It wasn't enjoyable.
but it was fine.
But it was fine.
Yeah.
So then we found out we were going to Madrid, and,
obviously we were really
super
excited.
And I did say to Grace, I'm a little nervous about the flight, but it's 2 hours, it's not America.
So we sat on the flight, and Amelia sat next to the window, and she got pretty scared. Not hugely, but she was...
Didn't cry, but I did get very nervous, There was moments where I was like... Ooh.
So on the way back, after an amazing time in Madrid, which you'll see at some point, I decided to put Amelia in the middle seat rather than next to the window, and I'd sit next to the window because I thought that was what was scary.
Yeah. So we got on the plane, and I was feeling pretty calm, and it was driving around for a little bit because it was slightly delayed. Then it stopped. And it went literally from 0 to 100 real quick. It stopped, and then all of a sudden we were speeding, and then we were going up in the air.
Which is how planes take off.
Yeah, but it literally went from 0 to 100, and then that's it.
I think it went faster than 100 miles per hour.
That's it. And then that's when I literally I can't explain it. I cracked. We started going up, and it was quite a bumpy bumpy takeoff, and I literally thought, I've got to get off. And I started freaking out. I went, Grace, I want to get off.
She literally got up. She was like, I need to get off this
I was
flight.
like, I need to get off. I need to get off. I don't know what was going through my head, but all I needed to do was get off.
There was this older guy, he must have been about 65 or something, sitting next to Amelia on the aisle seat, and I felt so bad for him because he literally just looked at Amelia hysterically crying, what should I do?
I think I freaked him out because I saw him looking at the health and
safety
thing afterwards. I proper cried after that. My mouth was trembling, and I proper cried. And then I found it funny afterwards.
Yeah,
I took photos and posted them on Twitter. When I took the photos, guys, I was okay. I was laughing at how ridiculous it was. But I just can't explain that feeling. All I wanted to do was jump out. Not jump out, I just wanted to...
No. You wanted to jump out the plane.
I just wanted to get out the plane. I was convinced I was going to die.
If I said, yeah, go on, do it, or someone said that, you would have done it.
I guess this is what a fear of flying is. So, yeah, it was really random, and I'm not quite sure where it came from. I do think the turbulence we had from America has made me extra nervous.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that... it's just a one-off. Comment down below if you have any tips for a fear of flying, or if you could work out why
you wanted to jump out.
Yeah, just work out what's going through my head or where it came from, because I don't understand it. But,
if you're a psychologist, we would like to hear from you.
We would like your help. All I'm going to say, it was totally worth it for Madrid and the opportunity we had. So,
And your sister was great for putting up with you.
I did say that. I was like, you're good for putting up with me.
And I was like, yes, I know.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're not doing that. Why are you doing that?
It's how the pros do it.
But we're not a pro. No, that's not how... What? That's how you do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Easy.
Hold it down.
Okay.
Hold it down, my god. Chimmy.